The microplastics you talked about, the Trojan horse, one of the shocking things that I read was that it's been discovered that they are physically embedded in human placentas.
Plastics are leaching toxins, and the particles of plastics you have in your brain and in your body, which we now know is quite substantial, are also leaching toxins. And these toxins are what they call endocrine disruptors. They mess with your hormones. You should expect them to lower your fertility.
They actively lower testosterone production in male fetuses during the first trimester, permanently stunting reproductive capacity before birth. They are synthetic estrogens. They flood the male body with female hormone signals, crashing sperm count and motility. PFAs, forever chemicals used in non-stick pans, Teflons, waterproof rain jackets, and stain-resistant carpets. They break down in nature, accumulate in human blood, and are directly linked to lower sperm volume. And then the microplastics you talked about, the Trojan horse, one of the shocking things that I read was that it's been discovered that they are physically embedded in human placentas. And there was a major study I think we all heard about in 2024 that found microplastics in 100% of human testicular tissues tested. 100%. Me and you being sat down on these chairs heats our testicles to a point where the sperms die. Heated car seats, hot laptops, they actively cook the sperm.
But there is a whole other branch, pesticides on your food. Now, if you'll give me time, I'll tell you about these two little studies. They're very small, and you might ignore them, except they were done by Harvard and Mass General, which is a candidate for the best hospital in America. And they had a clinic for people having problem getting pregnant, and they ran it out of that. They had 180 men, and they got them to self-report on what they were eating. Were they eating the dirty dozen? Were they eating melons and bananas that have lots of protection? At the end of 6 months, the guys who reported to eat the least bad versus the quarter that at the worst, there was a doubling of sperm count. Can you believe it? At the top category, the more fruit and veggies you ate, the better your sperm count. In the bottom quartile, the more they ate, the worse their sperm count. It was a dramatic result, but 2-to-1 between the top and the bottom. And then 2 years later, they did a very similar study with women who were having trouble. And at the end of their 9 months of self-reporting, the ones who ate the least badly had 68% successful live births, bearing in mind this was a fertility clinic, and the bottom quartile, 38%. So once again, nearly double.